Good morning and welcome to this week's edition of The Week Ahead. It's February the 5th. This is a very busy week in the State House. I think the month of February overall is going to be busy.
Oh, yeah.
They really need to get their work sessions and public hearings out of the way. Some committees don't have a lot of work to do. Some do. This is a busy week for LCRED, but we'll start, Linda, with you in tax.
In tax, the BIW bill LD 1781 is going to be worked on Thursday, and there's going to be some amendments coming, and we're going to be keeping our eye out for that. And that's really the big one this week in tax.
In education, we'll be testifying on a bill to delay the implementation of proficiency-based diplomas. There's also a bill that will be heard that would alternate the mathematics requirements. In the afternoon, there will be presentations from CDS, Maine Community College Systems, UMaine, and Maine Health and Higher Education facilities. And then on Thursday, the Department of Education will give a briefing and an overview of the essential programs and services, as well as school funding proposals.
LCRED has a busy week this week. They have work sessions tomorrow. They have one on 1566. This is a carryover bill. It's known by the colloquial name ban the box legislation, but it would prohibit an employer from asking about someone's criminal history on a job application. I understand the bill is going to be amended to apply it only to public sector employers, which would be the state of Maine, but we'll find out tomorrow. On Wednesday, there's a public hearing in the morning on paid family medical leave. Again, this is a carryover bill from last session. It would the leave would be available to employees who pay into the fund. It does not require employer contributions, and it would be be set up not unlike the unemployment insurance system in the state. That public hearing is in the morning. In the afternoon, they're going to talk about the minimum wage as well as a bill that deals with the unemployment insurance system and the requirement for a job search amongst certain employment sectors, namely logging and construction. And then on Thursday, they will have work sessions on bills they heard last week, including substance abuse testing, a cleanup bill around unemployment insurance, and then a bill to conform Maine's definition of salaried and overtime employees to the federal definition. Those are all very important bills. And then the legislature is wrestling with whether or not to extend the moratorium on the Marijuana Legalization Act, the bill that was passed by referendum at the ballot box in November of 2016. On Thursday of last week, the Senate approved the moratorium expansion through, I believe, the end of April, but the House did not. That means that the moratorium that had been in place since 2016 expired last Friday at midnight. And there are some significant employment repercussions for that, or workplace repercussions for that, unless that moratorium is extended, giving the legislature enough time to pass 1719, which is a bill that amends the Marijuana Legalization Act and actually makes it a workable law. And they've been working for almost 2 years on that. Those are the big issues for us this week. We look forward to talking with you next week and want to thank you for joining us.
Stay classy, Maine.